So today we will discuss about the Swagger. So Swagger is a technology where you use the on local UI how application looks like in the UI format. So it's scanning the all endpoints URLs and methods. It's showing on the URL course. So before it starts, so first we need to one things uh, when we want to add the Swagger UI. So first we need to put some dependency inside the pom.xml. So first go to the pom.xml file. So here this is the pom.xml file. So now I'm moving. So here this is the dependency. So this dependency is the like this, the Swagger UI. So here I'm already putting my dependencies. So this is the group ID org dot spring docs and artifact spring doc open API starter web MVC UI, and version is 2.6.0. So it will check on the it's supporting versioning or not. So my spring boot version is check. If I check my spring boot, so so it is a 3.1. So it's supporting. So now this is the dependency we have added like this, uh, dependencies like this we have control X, but now so this is without. So this application is running. Now stop the server and clean. So now I'm moving to the application and go to the here and click the build and type clean spring dash boot colon run and go to apply and run. So now uh, internally my spring application is running here, here and it will take some times, take 30 to 40 seconds times. After that it will start, and now you can see here my application is run on the Tomcat started on port 802. So now so if I am adding the pom.xml UI Swagger UI now clear. So yes, so now URL is the win WORD. So now here is some error. So now click on clear screen and check this now. So my application is runs on local host colon 8082 slash like this port. So now I'm moving on the my application. So uh, now I'm going to click on the build again and clean spring dashboard column run. So once I'm clicking on the apply and runs, so my application is run internally, and I'm going to the URL parts. So here is the like Swagger dash UI slash index.html. So this is the URL. So before that we using the it now. 80. So here is a 8082 port. So now I am moving on the server, and now I am putting this URL and slash and swagger dash UI dash index.html. Once I hit the buttons, now you are able to see my the payment controller. If you check the payment controller, so here these are the two controllers in my application. So go to the project, and inside the controller, now here you can see the two controllers. One is a addition controller and another one is a payment controller. So like this. So these are the two controllers. So now, so here if I want to check the add some value, so you need to pass in like as a try it out. So you need to first find like as a 45 and like 15, and then we can click on the execute. So now application is run success. You can see the here is the response. Code is 200, response body result will be 60. Why 60? Because 45 and play. So internally in application my additional addition controller. So here you can see add method and num1 plus num2. So inside the result, and we store the num1 and num2 inside the sum result variable, and after that it will this method will return the sum results value. So this is the value you need to check. So you are able to see this is the correct form of the value and process. So now this is the first successful my Swagger mode application is recorded and implement successfully. So now this is the payment controller. There is some like this bodies. So endpoints URLs. This is a curl, and here is the URLs, and this is the validation response body successes. So initially both First, initially both invoker and API developer would finalize the contract. Then API developer will code the controller layer and commit the changes. So Swagger API documentation is accessible for the invokers, and then API dev continues with the service public DAO. It's the logic. Now moving to the during second part. Second part is the during parallelly dev phase. People share contracts in a simple word document, and when it's fully available, then Swagger endpoints will reflect the changes anyway. Means during parallelly developer phase, people share contracts in simple Word documents, and when it's fully available, then Swagger endpoints would reflect the changes anyways. The third point is only API of payment validation service would be exposed to e-commerce. You would need to enhance the API document to explain all fields for the responses and description of every API being used. Now API versioning need for having backward compatibility integration when new big changes in functionality is happening rather than the modifying previous version of API is better to develop new version and in future any new client should use latest version 2 version. Usually you would request existing client to switch from version 1 to version 2. So this is the part of the fully Swagger. So I hope you will enjoy this session. For now, um, next now if I'm talking about the JUnit test, so I'm going to the form.xml here. So we need to add like this plugins Jacoco for the reporting. So JUnit test cases. Jacoco. Jacoco is the software like as a dependency for we are using to for the Mockito or JUnit test. So like this, if I'm moving on this side, so this one, so like this is a figure stripe providing handler first request came here and then mock distribute service engine payment model mapper convert then mock. So unit test means end-to-end retry system. So it's similar like this. If talking about this, you are able to see what is it. So now this is the chat. I'm putting this URL. No issue. So I'm going to this part. Code coverage. Okay. So means unit test means code coverage. So tester will test the code coverage of the application. So like this dev team and product team. So this like this 100. So we are multiple methods to verify how the system is working. Only meaningful business is logic. You have to test to unit testing like is this. So test code like this and src. So from JUnit, so we need to put this dependency for the pom.xml file. When you run this system for unit test, spin controller will not be activated. No spin, no dependency. Now go to unit testing is isolation. It tests only that class code, not other dependent code. Code protects code. In unit test class, write code which invokes the functional codes get results and then you verify if results are restricted mocking like this or dealer. You need to mock all exception classes behaviorally. So how to code execute intermediate memory package. So skip like this, create a class, test class, and like this you go to the application mode. So now I am putting suppose here need to like class unit class. Okay, unit class like this. Okay, okay, like this and this. So now move to this, add a method with test like this. We have make method public void and add this, like this. Okay, now so which of the class you want to test defines into test. So now I'm moving like this. If I want to run this application, it's clear. Now we run as JUnit test. now suppose G unit source test. So now we need to create a class test class. Okay. Now so click on the test. Here we look at this. So G unit test we'll discuss later. So here first we need to implement the Swagger UI. So open documentation for whichever whatever which application like this controller or endpoints developed. So that's we need to check on the UI. So we need to implement the Swagger documentation. So this is the Swagger documentation. Now going to here, click on this. Now this is the running. So here you can put like this add like this. If you can pass like this type of values, so you can check from here. So this is the decision with the schemas. Now closing the for like for demo. Thank you.